cannot be even more happier than this. I never thought I'd see the day. I thought our time was by. I thought 2 movies, and that's the legacy of Ghostbusters. But no, there's still a fight in them. Now, before I get into it, I was a couple of weeks ago. I was in outside Forbidden Planet, which was a comic book shop, and outside were these Ghostbusters. I can't remember what you call them, but they're fans all over the world, and each one of them has a section of where they're from. You get New York Ghostbusters, and Spanish Ghostbusters, whatever. They've all got their own signature and badge and stuff. So this one, of course, will be something like Glasgow's Ghostbusters. And so they're standing outside this Forbidden Planet, all dressed up and stuff. And so I got to speaking to the guy, and there was 2 of them. One was more talkative than the other, and I was talking to him about Ghostbusters and everything else. And then, of course, I had to bring it up. I had to bring up the women one, and this guy, right, claimed to be a feminist, which is pretty weird for me, right? Because I believe everything is equal, right? I believe people, women should have, the same pay as men and be treated equal. But, and I believe, okay, there's women out there, they're feminists and they're standing up for their rights, which is good enough because they're speaking for themselves. But there's guys like myself that, I wouldn't dare put a woman down or think any less. I would talk to a woman on an equal status anyway. So I don't really know the need for feminism in today's world because everybody wants equal, right? So hearing from this guy who says he's a feminist and he was speaking highly about the film and that we needed it and whatnot, and I'm thinking, you're a Ghostbusters fan, surely this film really mocked what had came before, and it didn't really show the original Ghostbusters in a good light. It actually made men look daft. At least in the original Ghostbusters you had a strong lead, again played by Sigourney Weaver, and even the receptionist in Ghostbusters, had, especially in the second one, right? So it was never seen. But then we get the female Ghostbusters, and the boys just playing either a villain or a stupid daft guy. And the original Ghostbusters, well, they're fear of ghosts, or they don't believe in it, and it just totally mocks up the history of what these writers did. And of course now we're having it all over. We're having an influx of so many TVs and movies and everything else is trying to play the safe card when it comes to sex, when it comes to equilibriums and stuff like that, when it comes to gender, and it's affected some of the films, where there's but for me, we've always had female heroes. It's happened in Star Wars as well. They just go overboard trying to push this gender thing. And I just recently listened to a woman who was been watching the Doctor Who, and to be honest, I'm a wee bit disappointed. And first of all, I didn't like the idea of a female Doctor because I've made videos about it, because I always believe, well, in one of the episodes, Doctor Who has a daughter. We could have followed the daughter storyline, and that I would have been okay with that, because this has been, all these years the Doctor's just been a guy, and why change it? And one of the other, the doctors, the actors that played it, believed that it was the wrong thing. But now, as I watch this series, and I totally agree with the woman, you can see on the link at the end, that it's just gone overboard with it. And this is coming from a girl. So lo and behold, what do I find? But about a week ago, uh, uh, one of the Ghostbusters, Dan Aykroyd, God, his name's just Dan Aykroyd. He had to sort of praise the film for the female Ghostbusters, but he said that they're really working on a Ghostbusters movie with the original lineup, of course, without the Harold Ramis. But the reason why they couldn't do a third one was because oh God, the guy that plays Vinkman didn't want to do it. Didn't want to. Bill Murray, right? He didn't want to be a Ghostbuster. But now I think the storyline and everything's all coming into place. And again, I put it there, and I just think this is a one up. You can defend the female Ghostbusters here. I watched it and I was appalled. Okay, I was just, what is this rubbish I am watching? So to have this, and who knows, Harold Ramis may come in back as a ghost, which would be totally awesome, and hopefully it will be like the third part to the first two, because let's face it, that female Ghostbusters movie had nothing to do with the other two, and hopefully now maybe the movie industries and the TV industries will get their act together and stop shoving the gender thing in our faces, because the majority of us is not all that important. I'm not, I'm all up for watching female superheroes or female cop films as long as the character's good and the story is good. No qualms. Watch the full box set of Underworld. No qualms. Hunger Games. Strong female character. No qualms. Didn't care what sex she was. Right? So yeah, this is a great positive news, and I just want to tell everybody. So please check out these videos, and yeah, just people are, oh God, Ghostbusters, who you gonna call? Ghostbusters.